Hello friends, welcome to the Jazz Ranch. It's wintertime here, we're hibernating. The ultra-dominant man is out feeding the horses, so I got a head start on him. And I'm going to be playing the song All of Me. Now that's a popular song, and it so happens that it was in my book, and so I'm going to be showing you that chapter in my book about stride playing. In other words, stride piano, very easy, simple version of stride playing with some simple rules. And you know, it can be very complicated like Scott Joplin, but this is going to be easy for beginners and intermediate level people to learn, hopefully. And I'm going to have a quote for you from the great jazz bassist Charlie Mingus. He said this: anyone can make the simple complicated. Creativity is making the complicated simple. So I hope to do that for you this evening. And here we go with the song, great song called All of Me. Here's the cover of my book. It's printed out so you can use it in a 3-ring binder, which makes it very practical. It lies flat on the music stand. You can take pages out and photocopy them very easily. The book can be scanned very easily. It's practical that way. It starts out with beginner jazz, basic theory, scales, triads, seventh chords, spread voicings, rootless voicings. It goes step by step through each level, from beginner to advanced. You have solos written out for you and have a lot of songs you can learn to play that are practical to learn, popular songs. So it's a very good complement to my videos. To show you how my book is organized, this is chapter 14 on stride techniques. So you have a lesson with an explanation and an example. And then it's followed by how you convert from the block chords to now a stride technique. And then further down here you can see some of the rules about stride and how to use the bass line and how to voice the chords. And then you have some history on Fats Waller, the great stride pianist. So now you can see I have the book in a 3-ring binder, which makes it practical. You can take pages out and photocopy them or take them anywhere you want. But this is All of Me, the arrangement that I played. It's all written out for you note for note. So now I'm going to explain what I played and how I break this down. Starting out, I have an introduction. Now this just sets up, if we're in the key of C, it sets it up for 4-chord, F sharp diminished, F to F sharp diminished, then C with an E in the bass to E flat diminished. So this is just a progression to take us to the 5-chord, and then to the 1, then the 5 again with an augmented 5th. So this is spread voicing. These are block chords. And then spread voicing. Now the rest of it is just, I'm taking the block chord, I'm taking the bass notes separately, and then I'm putting the 3 notes of the chord here. And I can just use 2 notes or 3 notes. So I go root, then chord, then down to the 5th. So that's the basic rule with stride, as you go root, 5th, or you can do it reverse order. You can do 5th and then root. And then what happens in the next measure, I have on the 4th beat an ascending line to take me to the E. Now I could go down to G and then descend. So I have an ascending line to E or descending line to E that way. So I could have it this way, ascending like that, or I could go. See, they both work, so I just. Now these, they don't always hit it together. It's written that way, but you don't have to. See, that's a little off. Sounds a little better that way. Now, so the important thing is root, fifth, root, root and chord, fifth and chord, root and chord. Now connecting. Now here I'm just using the third and the seventh on the E7. So root, fifth, root, now fifth, now the descending line down to the A. And I'm using the A7 like that. So it's got the seventh, the root, and the third. So you can go up or down from the root to the fifth. In other words, you can go up, down to the fifth, or you can go up to the fifth like that. See, so it's very easy to do this because you're right in position here. Now right there's another connecting. Now there's a diminished chord, so I had to alter that chord there. Then after that I had this line. See, so you can mix it up with root chord and then connecting lines and then just bass lines. So those three combinations are going to work. Expanding it just means that I'm going to play lower on the keyboard, get the bass note in. Now you have to practice this, making that jump. You can make it, if you make it like this, that's easier, right, than going all the way up to there. But that takes some practice in the left hand, so you just practice slowly in the left hand. Down to the fifth. See, so you have to divide that, break it down now. There I did a bass line. Now you might go like that, and then octaves. You see, so start out with arrangement the way it's written, learn that really well, and then start to gradually add octaves in the left hand, or lower notes, in other words, an octave lower. Let's go through the review now of the central point. So it's root, chord, fifth, chord, root, chord, then connecting line, root. Now with the chord, like this is just the third and the seventh, and then the connecting bass notes, now the seventh, the root, and the third. Now I'm going up from the root to the fifth, and then the fifth down to the next chord, like that, the diminished chord, D flat diminished to D minor, now a bass line. You see, so you want to mix it up those three ways: bass note, chord, fifth, chord, bass note, connecting bass notes, and then just strictly bass notes all the way. So you get those three things happening in there, you'll have pretty much the complete arrangement. Now you have to know how to find the right chords for the song, so that's very important. So this shows you an example of how I had my book laid out. This is chapter 14 on stride techniques. And it starts out very simple with simple chords and bass lines that are easy to play. And then each progressive lesson gets a little more difficult. So you can go step by step through the book, from beginning theory, beginning jazz concepts to seventh chords, and then later on to bass lines, and into improvisation and blues and so on. So it goes from beginner to an intermediate to advanced. all from Volume 1 to Volume 2. Signing off from the Jazz Ranch, I hope you enjoyed this lesson on Easy Stride. Please write to me. I always try to answer comments and write back to you, so I enjoy hearing from you. And until next time, I'll say in the words of my great friend Hermie Dressel, God rest his merry soul, swing loose! And we'll see you next time around. Bye-bye.